Hey everyone. All right. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Some of you were on a meeting on Monday. We're gonna go over a few of the same things. Then we're gonna go over the incentives that we have. And then Rhonda's gonna get on in about 30 minutes, and she's gonna talk to us about some affirmations and just prayer that we can help to accomplish our goals. So I'm really excited, and I hope you are too. So we're going to start with going over the convention contest. Just make sure everybody has that under control. Those of you that are going to convention, this is basically your incentive to earn some extra points and prizes on your way there. So the prizes, if you guys have this sheet, if you don't, it's in your email through Plexus, or you can find it in the back office, I believe. Under the shareables, and find the convention contest, and I believe once you click on that, you should be able to have access to this. If you're having trouble finding it, just let me know, and we will try to get it to you. I think I asked last time, as everybody that was on here on Monday, everybody looked at this and decided kind of what their goals are. If somebody could just unmute themselves and shout out what your very first goal is for the contest.
I haven't made a goal yet, but I'm excited to hit at least one.
Well, the reason I want you to come up with a goal is, so you heard of that, like a goal without a plan is just a wish. You need to know where are you shooting at. Get a reasonable goal, something that you know you can do, and then I want you to shoot for a big, hairy, audacious goal, something, I call that a BHAG goal, something that you're not sure if you can hit, but you're going to work your hardest at. So my BHAG goal is the $2,000 cash, which is $2,100 or 2,100 credits. That's something I've never earned. It's something that is a dream of mine and something that would be really amazing. I think I shared with you guys last time, I don't know why, it's a total silly thing, but something about having a cardboard check feels like I've accomplished something. I feel like if I had that in my office, I would be like, man, I got that. It's something that's tangible for me. I really don't care about the cash. I really care about the cardboard. I know it sounds so silly, but it's true. And then my achievable goal is winner's dinner. I've earned it 2 years in a row, something that I strive for every year, something that I love going to, where I get to really have some not one-on-one time, but kind of just some more time with people that inspire you, and maybe you've only met on Facebook, or people that you don't really get to see that often at convention because it's so crazy big. It's just kind of a more intimate setting where you can talk to people that you've met over the years. So that's 1,000 credits, and that's usually my regular goal. So that being said, I would love you guys to come up with your achievable goal and then your BHAG goal and then write it down, because it's really important to have that written down in stone to be able to kind of run after that and know what you're going for, because otherwise you're just kind of throwing things out there hoping that you land somewhere, instead of saying, okay, if you're gonna achieve $50 convention store voucher, how are you gonna get there? How many people do you need to earn that? And have a plan on how you're gonna achieve that. A really great way to do that is to get this convention credit checklist, and figure out how many credits you need where. Write down your goal on here. Hey, Maria. Write down your goals on here, and keep track of what you need to achieve that, okay? And if you don't have this checklist, there is a file on the team page, on the Dare to Be Diamond page, and it should say convention checklist. And if you just click on that, this will pop up in a PDF, and you can print it out. We'll go back to that in a second. Okay, so let's start back at the beginning of what these credits stand for. I'm going to go a little bit quickly because I know most of you, if not all of you, were on the first call. but I want to make sure it's a little bit clearer because I think I had some slips in the on the last call, and so I want to make sure that it's really concrete for everyone. So adding a personally sponsored ambassador. So your very first level. So anybody that you personally add is going to give you 10 credits. In addition to 10 credits, after doing some brainstorming and thinking, my suggestion, because I know some of you are working on helping you pay your way to convention. So right here, y'all can see this in the checklist. This is where you're going to write down your level ones. Okay. Next to, if you have this, I'd like you to get it out, get a pen out. Right next to 10 credits, I want you to write $25 next to it. Okay. Because every personally sponsored ambassador that you enroll earns you $25 in business building bonuses. So I want you to write that down. And as you check those off, I want you to add them up because I want you to be able to see tangibly what that's doing for you and for your business. Okay. So new this year, every month following that enrollment, so we're talking about enrolling them in January. If they stay on in February with 100 PV, you're going to earn an additional 2 credits. And I believe there's not a spot for that, but there is right here a little mark. And under that, next to the 2 credits, okay, so 10 credits, you're going to put $25, right? 2 credits, you're going to put 5 points, okay? And next to that, you're going to put approximately $15, okay? If our pay points are $3 a piece, which they're usually between like $1.75 and $3, okay? If they were $3 a piece, then you would earn $15 for each one of those people on the following month. So I want you to write down $25 next to the 10 credits and $15 next to the 2 credits. Okay, so in addition to your credits, that's the approximate amount of money you're going to earn in your paycheck. Anybody have any questions on that so far? Val, you're looking at me with a very funny face. Yes. Wait, you're muted.
I said, I'm surprised you can see my face. Because I got the light behind me again. So when we sponsor one person, we put $25.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm a little lost on the 15. Okay. Sorry.
So the very first month that you personally sponsor an ambassador, you earn $25, right? With your welcome pack, everybody's following me there, right?
Right.
The second month, okay, so let's say you sponsor them in January, you're going to get $25 in your paycheck. February, you don't get $25 in your paycheck because they've already been on your team, so you don't get a business building bonus. However, you get 5 points when they commission qualify, right? Follow me there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all of our points, Plexus pay, those are called Plexus pay points. Plexus pay points are worth a dollar amount every single month. You look in your paycheck, and I can show this to you another day, but there's an algorithm that they use. They're approximately $3 a point, okay? So if you have 5 points for a level 1, that's going to be approximately $15 for each person that you continue to commission qualify, okay?
Okay.
So I'm telling you to write that down next to the 2 credits because the 2 credits is going to, so if you sponsor somebody in January, you're getting 10. If you sponsor them, and if you keep them in February with their 100 PV, you're getting 2 credits for that, okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Everybody following me so far? Yes?
Yes.
Susanna, this is on our team page. And it's called Convention Checklist. It's in the team files, or if you scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to find it there. And I can, I'll write a note to tag you in it. Okay, next, your level 2. Somebody tell me what a level 2 is.
Level 2 is the person that signs up under your level 1.
Correct. Okay, so you're getting 10 points for that person. Next to 10 next to 10 points, you're going to put, so it's on the same line, you're going to put $12.50. When they join your team, you're earning $12.50, okay? Next to level 3, you're earning 5 credits. You're going to put, I believe it's $7. You're going to put $7. And next to level 4, you're going to put $5. Okay? Everybody follow me so far? And I hope this will help you see how when you add people to your team, how you are going to also earn an income. And it'll help you maybe understand the compensation plan a little bit better. Okay, moving on. Everybody good with me on personally sponsored ambassadors? Yep. Yep, okay. Moving on, preferred and retail customer enrollments. This is, as your level 1, so somebody that you personally sponsor, it's going to be really easy to find. However, the people that your teammate sponsor is going to be a little bit more difficult. So my goal in this is to have a goal based on what I'm going to personally sponsor, how my team is going to sponsor, and then all of my other other customers, preferred customers, and retail customers are going to be icing on the cake. They're going to be just bonuses that I'm so excited for, and I'm going to hoot and holler over those team members on that maybe something that I'm not really expecting because I've never calculated that before. And I believe in our virtual office, we will have a way to calculate that. But right now, unless you're checking in with everybody on your team and saying, hey, did you sponsor anybody today for customers, it's a little bit difficult to figure that out, okay? So if you look at, hey, Bree. So if you look at level 1, retail or preferred customers, that's this second section here, okay? I want you to put, I want you to write 15 or 25% commission, okay? $100 to $499 is 15% commission. After you've hit that $500 mark, you get 25% commission, okay? But I just want you to make a note on that. You're only getting commission off of your personally sponsored customers, okay? Not your team's customers. Your PV is only your people. You are going to get points for those people, convention credits, not points, but convention credits, but you're not going to get commission off of your team members, okay? Actually, your level 2s, so where it says 7 credits, you receive 5% commission on level 2s, okay? Everybody follow me so far?
We get 5% on our level 2 preferred and retail?
Correct, because you're actually getting 5% of your level 1's PV.
Okay.
Okay, so it's their preferred customers, all of them added up, that would be, you would receive 5% back on that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So basically, if you went into your virtual office and you went and looked at your whole team and you look at their, you look at all of their PV, only your level 1s. If you add up your level 1's PV and then you find 5% of that, that's part of your paycheck. Okay, so you're getting 10 credits for your retail or preferred customers, your level 1s. You're getting 5 credits for your, I believe it's 10 credits for level 2s. No, sorry, 7 credits for level 2s, 5 credits for level 3s, and 3 credits for level 4s. And those are preferred and retail customers. And like I said, those are going to be icing on the cake. Your main goals should be based off of your sponsoring ambassadors, because those are really easy to see in your virtual office. Everything else is going to be like great, I got a bonus today, and it's going to be fun. New this year, on top of that, is that every month that those people stay on your team. Now remember, those personally sponsored customers have to have a 75 PV initial order. If they place an order for $50 and they come back and place an order for $25 in the same month, it will not count. Has to be a $75 initial order, okay? PV. Every month that you keep those people on your team with a 75 PV order or more, you receive an additional 2 credits, okay? Everybody following me so far? Yes? Okay. We are moving down to PV, okay? So it's on the second page. Again, under PV, next to 200 to 499, I want you to write 15%. So this is, you're getting 15% of this commission. Next to 500, 1,000, the 1,750, and the 2,500, I want you to write 25%, because you're going to make 25% commission on those people, or on that PV, okay? Follow me? Okay, so those credit numbers are from $200 to $499, you're going to earn 20 credits. From $500 to $999, 75 credits. 1,000 to 1,749 is 150 credits. I firmly believe everybody should be shooting for 1,000 PV every month. Okay, for convention, I believe it is one of the quickest ways to earn towards your achievement, and I think it's a part of PV is a really important piece. Okay, then 1,750 to 2,499 is 225 credits. 2,500 and up is 300 credits. Now, remember, there's a piece on this year that says 1,000 PV is the max that you're allowed to have from your own purchases. So let's say you're doing vendor shows and you have product that you want to order, or you are doing contests and you're giving away products for your contests and you're buying that under yourself, you can only have $1,000 of PV, or 1,000 PV from your own personal orders each month, okay? Everything over that won't count towards your convention credits. Everybody follow me so far? Yes? Any questions? Okay, developmental bonuses for your team. Develop a new silver on your silver ambassador for your level 1, and you earn 20 credits. Okay, so that's a really, really awesome piece. And I told y'all there's also something called Silver Star Trip, and that goes to every quarter somebody that I believe it's 2 or 3 people that sponsor the most silver ambassadors in that quarter earn a trip to Plexus corporate office, and it's a really cool incentive. So you're going to earn 20 credits, but that's a really great thing to shoot for. Just help to develop as many silver ambassadors as possible. Okay, and there is a spot on this sheet here, the bottom, to write those people in. Every time you develop a silver ambassador, they're earning $100 in their pocket, okay? And that is a really great incentive for people. In addition to that, every month that those silver ambassadors keep their rank, you earn an additional 10 credits, okay? Then you go on to personal rank advancement. If you are not silver yourself and you rank up to silver, you're going to earn 50 credits. If you rank from silver to gold, you're earning 75. Now, these are things that you can add on. So if you earn silver this month and then next month you go gold, you're going to get 50 points for January and 75 points for February. Senior gold, 100 credits. Ruby, 125 credits. Senior ruby through diamond, 150 credits. Okay? Everybody follow me? Okay, so that's it for credits themselves, but I want to show you just a quick example of what that could look like for you. Everybody that watched Super Saturday earned 50 credits, right? If you did not register for Super Saturday, you have an opportunity right now to register for Super Saturday, pay your $20, and I believe today they were supposed to be releasing the Super Saturday replay, which I haven't heard about that yet. I haven't got an email yet. Super Saturday replay. And if you watch that and you've registered, you're going to earn 25 credits if you didn't watch it the first time around, okay? So 50 credits. Let's say that you're working on the 10th anniversary prize, the very first tier, which is 150 credits, okay? So you've got 50 credits. All you need is 100 credits. You can do that so many different ways. You can sponsor 10 ambassadors within your team. You could have, let's see, you could have 1,000 PV and be done. You could have, you could sponsor 5 ambassadors and 5 customers. There's so many different ways to add that up. Okay, so it is very simple if you will figure out what your goals are, figure out, where you're at, and then look through and say, okay, here's my goal. In my opinion, every person on our team should be shooting for at least 3 ambassadors and 3 customers every month. Okay. So if you're doing that, you're going to be earning PV, you're going to be earning credits for your new customers, and you're going to be earning credits for your ambassadors, and you're going to be earning a pretty stinking awesome paycheck with that as well. Okay. Any questions on the convention sessions or convention contest?
I have a quick one.
Yep.
As far as PV, the only way to get that is with customers, right? Like that's, and unless you buy some of your own stuff. So
correct.
But we want to be working on, because I'm always pushing for ambassadors, but we want customers as well too. That's where you're gonna get the points, right?
Yeah,
like
you can get them either way. Yeah. And I love that because it puts an emphasis that you can earn them both ways instead of, being focused on only building a team. We want you to build a team as quickly as possible, but if you are doing Plexus the proper way, you're going to be sitting down with every single person that you talk to, and you're going to be helping them decide if they're ready to commit to at least 3 months or 2 to 3 months. If they're not ready to commit to that, you want them to be a customer. And I don't want you to have pressure of putting them as an ambassador if they're not ready to be there yet, okay? If they're not ready to be there, they're not ready to commit to that $100, then it's really important that we sign them up as a customer, okay? Rhonda. So the next, I'm going to go over just a couple more things before I hand it over to Rhonda. Want to go over the incentives that we have going on right now. All preferred customers with a $100 order or more receive free shipping. If they are a brand new customer, then they need the coupon code, which I believe is free ship. I'll have to double check on that, but yes, Val. Okay, free ship. And if they're a current customer, all they need to do is set up their subscription to a $100 order, and they will receive free shipping on that. Okay. If you are a ambassador, you can set up your subscription to 130 PV, and you will earn free shipping. Okay, so your new ambassadors as well, if you'll show them how to do that, then they will be able to earn free shipping on their orders, okay? Any questions on those 2 pieces?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So if I have a current customer that is already having a PV over 100 or $100, she gets free shipping automatically, or
it should be automatically applied. And then in my opinion, I would just reach out to those customers and let them know that that's supposed to be happening, and just say, hey, would you double check your order this month and make sure that you've gotten that? If you haven't, let me know so that I can call customer service and make sure that we get that back to you. We all know that there are glitches every once in a while, and if they aren't being caught, then we want to be able to help them, but we don't want to be spending all of our time searching through and making sure that's happening. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Brianna, did you have something? You're lighting up. I didn't know. No. Okay. All right. So the next incentive that we have going on is the Plexus Fit Squad. I shared with you last week, Plexus Fit Squad is going on indefinitely. Okay. So you want to, as soon as you enroll a customer or ambassador, no matter what they're ordering, we want to plug them into the Plexus Fit Squad because it's a really great piece. It's that added on piece of having nutrition and fitness help or support, as well as you coming alongside of them and supporting them with good customer service. So it gives them kind of an additional piece. That's going to go on forever as far as I have been told. However, right now we have the added piece of having a really cool contest. So that piece is called the What Have You Got to Lose Challenge, I believe. And that they register for separately. And when they do that, they need to have 100 PV or more. And they can enter twice a week into the contest, and every time they enter into those contests, they also get entered into the $5,000 grand prize. They've been really simple contests so far. I've seen one workout check-in, and I've seen a New Year's resolution post, and one thing that you're going to change over the course of this contest, or in the brand new year. So they're really simple, and all they have to do is post a photo or video and just check in and say, hey, I'm here. Any questions on the Plexus Fit Squad? They do have to have that shipped twice, so it needs to go out in January and February. So once we end January, they won't be eligible to earn those prizes anymore. Okay, so we want to make sure we plug them in as soon as possible and let them know that that's available to them. And they do
That 100, I'm sorry, that 100 PV or dollars is for both ambassador and customer.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so, and they have to have a subscription set up. Okay, so moving on, we have an additional incentive, which is, I've been calling it spin to win, even that's not what I called it in the beginning. You have two ways to earn that. You have a brand new ambassador that joins with a welcome pack and a 100 PV subscription. When they do that, and you send a screenshot to myself, we are spinning live on our team page for either $5, $10, or $15 back off on their order. Rhonda is partnering with me on that, and I'm so thankful for her help and support. And then if you have an ambassador that did not place an order in November or December, they're also eligible to spin the wheel if they place a $100 PV order in January. Okay, follow me on that so far. In addition to doing that, they're also getting entered into win basically a surprise gift bag, okay, of goodies that Rhonda is putting together. And again, very thankful for that. Then we have our normal consistency prize club that we've been kind of doing every month. And this month it is bigger. It is like 15 different prizes. So everybody has an opportunity to earn something. Last month we had 19 people enter. You guys, I hope you share this with your teams, because I have, last month, I believe we had over 40 people that should have been entered into that. And we only had I think it was even more than that. We only had 19 people enter. The only way to get entered is to post on the team page in that section that you placed your $100 order. But it's so simple. All you have to do is say, hey, I've got my $100 order, and you go in for the prizes. Don't let your team miss out on that. They deserve that too. Show them where that is, because if we don't teach them, then they won't duplicate it as well. And believe me, having those orders placed between the 1st and the 15th of the month for yourself, especially when you're working on ranking up, you will be hugging and kissing me someday. That you are not having to wait till the 26th or the 28th for those orders to go through. So you are entered in to those prizes by doing your 100 PV. but between the 1st and the 15th, you get a second entry for every ambassador that you sponsor, okay? With a welcome pack and a subscription. Let me reiterate that. Any questions on those? If you are not registered for convention and you have any inclination that you think you're going to go, please register. It is going to sell out. It always does. We always have more people every year. I looked at the layout. There are only 13,000 seats in that auditorium. Okay, we had 12,000 seats last year, and it sold out, I believe, 2 months in advance. So this year, I expect for it to sell out even faster. So please just get registered. You can get everything back except for $5 of your registration fee. So if you think for just a second that there's a possibility that you're going to go, especially if you've got that 50% off, it's only good till the 26th. So try to get registered, and then you can work on earning your way there. If you have any questions, you need help with a goal or a breakdown of how to earn that goal, please shoot me a message and ask for a one-on-one, and we will work through that and make up a business plan for you, okay? Anybody have any questions before I hand it over to Rhonda? I am so excited that Rhonda's going to join us. She is an expert on positive affirmations and has been really gracious to just walk us through prayer and positive affirmations on how we can achieve some of these goals. I hope, like I said, you guys told Rhonda, you weren't on here in the beginning, but I asked everybody what their goals were, and sounds like that most of them haven't decided on that yet. So I asked them to really just to get a achievable goal and a BHAG goal of where they want to be, and to write it down so that they they have a plan of action that they want to achieve.
I guess I have to unmute myself, huh? It's been an amazing morning. Sorry, guys. If you don't know, and I'm going to piggyback on what Ansley said, is print out the convention contest sheet and go through there. I did a power thing yesterday to see where I'm at, how many ambassadors I want to add, so on and so forth, to see how many points I needed to get what goal I wanted. Guys, this contest is so much better than any they've ever pulled out. Seriously, you can achieve whatever you want. Whatever you want. So stretch yourself. It's only 1,800 credits for Black Tie Gala. And last year I just missed the Black Tie Gala. So you guys can do that. So pull that out, focus on that, and get those goals set and get with your sponsor.
Rhonda, I don't know if you've seen this, but I have this on our team page too. Oops, where is it? Which is a checklist where they can, I don't know what happened to the other page, where they can actually write in each person that they sponsor, and I broke it down with them with the amount that they get paid for those people as well, so that they can see, especially if they are worried about how to pay for convention, what they can earn with that as well.
Good. I was just going to say that next. I have that. You know what, guys? I've never actually sat down and said, I want this goal or whatever. I feel that you need to write your goals down, like Ansley said. You have to have something to shoot for. So, and Tammy just put, she wants to be Ruby by June or Senior Ruby by December. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome. That's exactly what we want to see. Now, Tammy, what we need you to do is do affirmations on that, and that's what I'm going to discuss. Is I want you to see yourself in that position. I want you to put a timeline on that, and if you don't make it, it's okay. Guys, I wanted to be Sapphire by December. Did I make it? No. Did I say, wahoo, woe is me? No. I knew that it wasn't God's timing. And I'm a person of faith, and I lean on God, but I also have to do what it takes. I have to do what it takes. I said that twice. To achieve my goals. I have to work towards God's promise. I can't just sit back and say, oh man, I didn't do this month. God, where are you? God will bless me if I'm working towards my goals. Seriously. So there's a prayer. It's called With the Circle Maker. If you've not read The Circle Maker, and I know we have so many books going on right now, but The Circle Maker is an amazing, amazing tool. You circle your business, your life, your rank, whatever you want. You circle a prayer around that. And one of my prayers I have written down is, let's draw a circle around this team. I pray this out loud. We are not accepting any negativity. We are not accepting anything except for absolute perfection in all of our business, in our attitudes, in our customers, in our ambassadors. We are not accepting anything but perfection, because this is what God has for us. Draw the circle right now. We are dreaming big. We don't see any back office problems, challenges. I put challenges in there because we know that right now it is a little challenge, but I see the light in the horizon. I see it. So just believe it. What we see is a company of perfection. Everybody is being absolutely positive and energized and full of life. Just draw a circle so we can stand in agreement for absolute protection. Now, that is a prayer that I just absolutely love. I'm circling around our business. I'm circling around each and every person. What I do daily is I pray for you all. I pray for my business. I pray that God brings the right people into us. The affirmations is huge, guys. And prayer is huge. Bold prayers honor God. God honors bold prayers. So I want you to really pray for that next goal that you have set. Okay? So, for instance, see yourself as being senior gold, senior gold, ruby. See yourselves, visualize it, feel it, taste it. What does that make you feel like inside? What would you like to be at convention this year? That's huge. That is huge. That will help you decide what you want for your life. Okay? I don't know what Ainsley wants me to go over as far as affirmations. I have so many. I do pray and do an affirmation. I'm a daughter of the King of the universe, the God that made this wondrous universe. He knows my name. He knows every hair on my head. There's nothing that can separate his love from me, what I can do to separate from his love. And then I go into, if you feel inadequate, change an affirmation to be positive. If somebody has done something to you in the past, let it go. Don't let that define you for who you are, okay?
Rhonda, can you go over, you said you didn't know what I wanted to go over. Can you go over for people that are brand new to what affirmations are? The first thing is, how do you get over the weirdness? Like I'm standing in front of my mirror saying, you know, I've lost 15 pounds when I know I haven't lost 15 pounds. Like, how do you get over the weirdness of saying something that maybe hasn't come true yet? And teaching them how to list the negatives and change them into a positive.
Okay. First of all, have you all read What to Say When You Talk to Yourself? If you haven't, I recommend this book highly, because this is what literally changed my life. Now, it wasn't last year in January. It was a year before. I had horrible self-talk. And that's what I had to learn to do, what Ainsley said. I had to recondition my thoughts. I had to turn negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Okay? This book will help you tremendously. But it says in here, as a man thinketh, so is he. As a woman thinketh, so is she. So whatever you think, you bring about. Whatever you believe, you achieve. So if this does not feel natural to you at the beginning, it's okay. It is okay not to have this feel natural. But the more you do it, the more you condition your brain to change all of the stuff that was put in your brain all those years ago. You have to recondition it and reprogram it. It will take some time. It won't feel natural at the beginning. Now, all day long, I go around saying, I am excited to be a Sapphire ambassador. And I just show some emotion. I proclaim it. I proclaim victory in his name. If that helps, I do that too. I proclaim victory for each and every person on the team. Let me see what else I need to go over here. If you don't believe in yourself, your self-talk can start out with saying something simple. I am a winner. I believe in myself. And I want you to pick 1 to 5 affirmations at the beginning. That will help. Put index cards, put them on your bathroom mirror, on your refrigerator, and when you go past it, I want you to say, I respect myself and like who I am. I have made the decision to win in my life, and that's what I'm doing. That kind of stuff is positive self-talk. Okay? Hope that helps a little bit. There are so many in this book. If you're not organized, I am organized in control of my life. I am healthy. I'm energetic. I am enthusiastic. Now, you see where I'm going with these? See how these positive affirmations can change your thoughts. Now, seriously, guys, I'm not like this 24/7. I know some of you think I am. I have moments where I feel defeated. That is when I have to walk away for a couple hours and fill my cup up. You guys have always got to fill your empty cup up, okay? If your cup isn't full, then you will not feel like doing these. You won't. Some of the other ones, that's for a smoker. I don't think we have to do. I have a great memory. People are important to me. I'm able to remember my name. I choose to remember anytime I want. See, those are some of the things that write down. Or get a journal and start writing down positive affirmations that you feel is going to impact you. What are you struggling with? Hope that helps. Nancy, you're going to say something?
Yeah, the Think Up app is really great. It's I had somebody that suggested that to me, and it's really great because in the beginning, I was really uncomfortable and I didn't know what to say. I was like, well, I don't know how to write these. And so the Think Up app, you get 5 for free, and then if you want to have more affirmations, then I think it's like $7 forever, something like that. And it has hundreds of positive affirmations already written out in different categories. So maybe you struggle with depression, maybe you struggle with body image, whatever it is. You can click on, let's say you click on body image, and then it'll give you affirmations like I am confident in my skin, or things like that, where you can you take those, you put them, it basically gives you a list, and then you record your own voice saying them. Because if I'm right, Rhonda, they want you to say them in your own voice, because your brain takes that as your self-talk instead of somebody else's voice.
That's right. That's right. There are many apps out there that you can also listen to, but you want to reprogram your brain, like Ansley said. Your self-talk, you want to change. The form of self-talk I'm reading in this book, self-conversation is a technique of actually talking to yourself out loud. That's how you would use that app. And holding down both ends of the conversation all by yourself. Self-conversation is one of the most effective forms of self-talk because it engages more of your senses, puts more of you to work programming yourself in a new way. When you have self-conversation, more of you gets involved, okay? So I hope that helps a little bit. I have to tell you, the year before, I was doing this book study with a group and some teammates, And I was sitting at senior gold. I think it was 2 years I sat at senior gold. I started working on this book last year, the year before that, excuse me, not last year, the year before that. This literally changed my life. Literally changed my life. I went to bed at night praying and using my self-talk tools and proclaiming all of this. And so I went from ruby to senior ruby to emerald in the same year. So if I can do this, guys, with this very laid back yellow personality, each and every one of you can do this. I guarantee it.
Rhonda,
Hmm?
do you have the call from Jennifer Wolf? I've heard it's really great. If you find that, would you post that in our team page or on the wall or on the thread so that we can watch that? Jennifer Wolf's a friend of mine. I know she's a friend of Rhonda's, and I believe she sat at was it Senior Ruby for 1.5 years, something like that. And then she decided she was going to use positive affirmations, and in 6 months she went emerald. And we're not saying you're just going to rank up because you're saying positive affirmations, but it's changing that mindset so that when you sit down, or maybe when you experience rejection, that you're not going to take it the same way. You're not going to sit back and go, oh, woe is me. You're going to say, you know what? Some will, some won't. Who's next? Let's keep going, because I know God created me to do great, great things. Right?
Yeah. Yes. Well, this is rephrase everything that comes out of your mouth, or a thought comes in your head, rephrase it. Learning to build the best in yourself by learning to give yourself a refreshing new program of self-talk is one of the greatest gifts you'll ever give to yourself. Once mastered, it is a treasure you will never lose. And I am a testimony of that. And I have to tell you, yes, I'm really good friends with Jennifer Wolf. Her and I clashed at the beginning because she said she felt I didn't have anything to offer her. This is true story. I told her off. I ignored her. I didn't like her. I told her she was the rudest person I've ever talked to, and I didn't want anything to do with her. Come to find out, she didn't understand what I had to offer. And I'm not an expert, guys. Trust me, I'm not an expert. Her and I started talking, and she apologized. She's like, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. I'm like, well, you did. But coming to talk it out, she said, well, I'm trying to think how exactly she said that. She said, how can I be a jewel in this company? How can I reflect? How can I show people that I'm amazing if I live in this simple, rundown house? I'm like, excuse me? Is that how you feel? She was looking at the circumstances. She was looking at what was going on in her personal life. I said, that isn't what makes you a person. It does not. You need to change that self-talk. So we worked through it, and she found that the more and more she talked about seeing the circumstances changing, how then that made her feel, that positiveness. And she portrayed that. Now we are really, really close, even despite we had some challenges at the beginning. But whatever you say to yourself is so important, guys. It is really, really important. And I love her to pieces. I love her to pieces. And I will try to find that for you and post it for you. Do you have any other questions for me?
I was just going to say, if you don't know how to do it, sit down and make a list of the negative things. We all say negative things, and what we mean by that is, it's can be simple things, as it's things that you don't even realize that you say, but it's ingrained in you. One of the things that I say on a regular basis that I'm working on is I'm really bad at remembering names. Okay. And that's something that comes out of my mouth every time I don't remember somebody's name. I'm like, oh man, what's your name again? I'm really bad at remembering names. And I've changed that. Some people will notice that I've said, and I know, and Rhonda, you might be able to help me with this. You're supposed to say it in a present tense, and I struggle with how to phrase this. But when I'm like, what's your name again? I say, I'm working really hard at getting better at remembering names. And so I'm trying to change that into a positive affirmation, or I'm going to say your name 3 times because I am going to remember your name. And just saying that out loud helps me. And I think, I can't remember, I was talking with Jess today, and we were talking about where she's moving, and I keep mixing up North Carolina and South Carolina. And I almost slipped up and said, I'm just so bad at remembering names. And I said, South Carolina, you're moving to Somerville, South Carolina. I should remember that. That's my last name. Somerville starts with an S. I'm going to remember, and I said it out loud, I'm going to remember South Carolina because it starts with an S like my last name. So putting that into my brain is just a memory jogger. And it's just something that I felt like, okay, now I can remember. And saying that out loud now, obviously, even, few hours later, I'm remembering it. And so in repeating that to yourself, pretty soon it's going to be normal, and it's going to be something that you remember. So sit down, make a list of the negative things that you say about yourself. They can be, I don't have any friends. It can be, my business isn't growing. It can be it can be something about your physical appearance. It could be something about your parenting skills. It could be something about your past. It could be something about your family, your parents. Write down those negative things, and then take that and completely flip it into a positive. And you're going to write the positive next to it. And those are going to become your affirmations, and put them on note cards or sticky notes, or make a list somewhere and try to repeat those. I think they say in the beginning, what do they say, Rhonda? 3 times a day? Something like that. And I find having notes, and I don't know if y'all have any of these, but here's one. So this is not a positive affirmation, and I know it's cheesy. I have a really sweet husband. We had a moment that we were really struggling, and he wrote down 40 ways that I make him happy on notes all over the house. And I have them. This one says, so this one was stuck. He stuck them everywhere. So this one was stuck on my drawer. So every time I pulled out my drawer, I was able to read it. And it says, number 33, I love doing projects together. This makes me happy. And this reminds me of positive affirmations. This isn't one. I mean, it is for him, but I think if you took your positive affirmations and stuck them on notes and stuck them all over your house, I try really hard every time I pass by. I decided to leave them up. Every time I pass by these notes, that I read them out loud to myself and remind myself why I make my husband happy. And so you'll do that the same way with your positive affirmations. And just remember, like, there's a piece of paper in front of me. I'm going to read it and I'm going to say it out loud. The more you do that, the more you're accustomed to it. Now, if you just stick up sticky notes and you pass by them, it won't be the same. I have realized that there are some notes that it's in a place where I'm a little bit too busy to stop and read. And so there are times where I actually read it and I'm like, oh man, I don't even know if I ever read that one. And so just remember to stop what you're doing, take 10 seconds and read them out loud, and it will make a big difference.
Yes. And I've had some situations, I'm not going to get real personal here, but I've had some very, very negative situations in my life that I've had to overcome. First of all, I had to just bless and release and forgive in my heart. Then I had an affirmation. It said, this person was wrong. I am, you fill in the blanks. I do not own that anymore. It's dead, buried, and gone forever. That has changed my life. Just those simple words have changed my life. And I've been able to get past some of the things that's happened to me. In this book, it says programming creates belief, belief creates attitudes, attitudes create feelings, feelings determine actions, actions create results. Okay? So, like Ansley said, do it in baby steps. It's not going to happen overnight, guys. And if you struggle, personal message, Ansley or me or whoever, your sponsor, whoever you feel that can help you change a negative into a positive. Start out with a minor habit. Start small. And you will find when you start thinking negative thoughts, you'll change it in your mind, okay? You will, wait, whoa, cancel, and then go into a positive. That's where I'm at now. But I don't expect you guys to do that from the beginning, from the get-go, because it's an old habit. You need to reprogram your mind. Some of the things you can say is, I control the thoughts I choose. No thought at all anytime can dwell in my mind without my approval or permission, okay? I never worry. I commit only to take those responsibilities which I know I can fulfill. That is this kind of stuff in this book. So hope that helps. I'm just super excited for each and every one of you to achieve your God-sized dreams and keep running after them. Anything else, Ansley?
I just want to thank you for your time, and I want to leave this meeting with a challenge. You guys, we are actually, there's a thing I highlighted in my book that I was reading, and Susanna and I and Val were going over this yesterday. But one of those things, if I can find it, sorry. A good team is always greater than the sum of its parts. It is able to accomplish more than individuals working alone. And so my challenge is, as a team, as a unit, that we stay positive, that when you catch somebody being negative, whether it's about the virtual office or themselves or their business or whatever, if they're personal messaging you or you see it on the team chat, if you will just help each other correct those. Be kind and generous to each other. That if you see somebody saying, which I think most of you are really good at this in general, but see somebody saying like, oh my gosh, I'm having such a bad day, my business stinks, I'm not going anywhere, just kindly pop on there and say, hey, we're working really hard at positive affirmations. Let's change that and let's say it this way, and type in a positive affirmation, and let's work on teaching each other that as a team, we're going to be really positive. Rhonda's really good at this with me. I tend to be a little bit of a complainer to Rhonda because she's my upline, and we do want you to be able to, if you're going to vent, you want to vent up, not to your downline. However, she's really good at reminding me to get out of that woe is me moment and look at the positive side of it. So she does give me an opportunity to say my piece, and then we turn it around and say, okay, that's done. How are we going to switch this? Okay, so I would just encourage you and challenge you that if you see that pop up on our team chat or on a personal message with a business partner, that you correct it kindly and help each other in that, so that we can all be a really positive unit. And I believe that when we do that, we're going to be unstoppable. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time and effort. And I cannot wait to see you guys next week. And I can't wait to see all of the goals that you guys are going to accomplish, because you truly can accomplish them if you believe in it.